give the dangerous bitch her chocolate, and ended up looking like an extra to the Jackson 5, afro and all. She was paralyzed from like the neck down. It was just like, Hi there, I'm Roux, and you're watching Girl Talk Fridays. Let's kick off this Girl Talk Friday with 17 random questions tag. Question 1. How did you get your YouTube username? Long story short, I wanted something unique and fancy-schmancy, so I chose Roux Harbour. Question 2. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be and why? So when I was a kid, I really hated my name, okay? I would talk about how I wanted to change my name legally when I got older. Samantha and Violet were strong contenders at one point. Don't worry though, I'm very happy with my name now. So, it all worked out for the better. Maybe I would have been a good Samantha, or a Violet. Who knows? Parallel universes. Question 3. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why? I would tell my younger self, you know those adults who keep stressing you out about how if you don't get a good grade on this paper, your life is doomed. You're right. Totally, completely right. They're nuts and really, really, really unhappy with being teachers at your school. And they're trying to project that onto you. Don't listen to them. They're crazy and mean. Question 4. How old were you when you first learned how to blow your first bubblegum bubble? I don't know. Don't remember. Guess it just happened by itself. I don't know. Question 5. What did you want to be when you were little? So here's the thing. I would constantly be surrounded by kids who were like, oh, I want to be this, or then I want to be that. It's between the two. And I would always be like, I don't know anything. I don't have any contenders about what I want to be when I grow up. I don't know at all. Why is this? I don't understand. When will I know? I would constantly have so much fun just playing roles, playing parts, becoming a different person, just living in somebody else's skin for a little bit, like constantly like dressing up. It was my thing. I didn't know though that I was desiring to be an actress. I didn't know that that was what I was meant to be, and that was what I was passionate about, even though that was totally all I did. I just didn't know that it was like a word for it or that it was a thing until I got a little older and I was like, oh my god, I knew all along. Imagine that. Question 6. What do you order at Starbucks? We don't have Starbucks in my country. Also, I don't like coffee or warm beverages. I know, I'm like the anti-clause of Starbucks and cafes everywhere. No. Question 7. What is the hardest you have ever laughed? I mean, I love to laugh. I think life would be, what would be the point if you couldn't laugh and have fun? So I laugh pretty hard, like all the time. I do have some memorable ones though, like for instance, the one time when my mother decided to get a perm and ended up looking like an extra to the Jackson 5, afro and all. Literally, my great-grandmother, who was in an electric wheelchair, had multiple strokes. She was paralyzed from like the neck down. When she saw my mother with that clown perm, it was just like, pfft. She laughed so hard she almost fell out of her chair. I mean, this is a lady who had to have help eating and everything, but the sight of my mother and her perm, it could wake the dead or resuscitate people. I'm sure of it. And then there's that other time when I told a kid that they had a bug in their hair, and she goes, yeah, right. As she feels the bug in her hair. It was actually a leaf. It's just, I didn't tell her that, and she kind of very much freaked out and started screaming like a maniac, just running around, and I swear, I'm not an evil person. I wanted to tell her that I was just kidding. Everyone else was also, about to tell her, but the sight of this girl running around like a maniac, then dropping to the floor, wiggling around, then getting up again and feeling her hair, and since she just wiggled around in a pile of leaves, it now felt like there was 1,000 bugs in her hair, then had just an epic meltdown in front of us. It was just, everyone was laughing so hard. I physically could not tell her. I was unable to speak. I was on the ground, laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Those are 2 times that was pretty fun, memorably so. Yeah, but I laugh hard all the time, so those are just 2 gems in my pouch of gems. Huh? Question 8. If you could play a musical instrument, what would it be and why? Piano. Which is why I spent a big chunk of my confirmation money on a piano. I think it would have been really cool though if me as a kid would have actually practiced my violin between lessons, so I actually would have learned how to play that. But you know, I didn't think of that when I was a kid. You live and learn. Question 9. What is your favorite thing to do when you're upset? Sing or take a nap, just to take my mind off of it. Helps with stress. Question 10. What is your favorite movie? The Cider House Rules. Question 11. What is the one food you cannot live without? Well, there's water. I'm a pretty big fan of water. Besides that, chocolate. Let's just pray a higher power is looking over whomever would ever try to come between me and my chocolate. I even got a refrigerator magnet as a gift once that said, "Give the dangerous bitch her chocolate." So yeah, I feel like it's just a vibe I give off, like, do not fuck with my chocolate. Do not deprive me of it. Bad things will happen. Question 12. What is your favorite dessert? Donuts. Question 13. What is your favorite pizza topping? Jalapenos. Question 14. Would you rather have the superpower of being invisible or be able to read minds? That is a tricky one. I mean, if I could read minds, I could always foresee whether or not somebody was about to come around the corner or attack me or something, so I could make myself scarce. But if I could be invisible, I could just become invisible. So whomever was about to get me or something, bad villains, wouldn't be able to see me, I guess. It's a hard one because on the one hand, it would be really nifty to be able to read people's minds, but then on the other hand, I would want to be able to turn that shit off. Like, I would not want to hear every single shit that people think about. That, I do not find that interesting, no. And then on the other hand, it would be so cool to be able to be invisible. I choose both. I know, it's my YouTube video. I can do whatever I want. I have all the power. That is my true superpower. YouTube editing. Question 15. What did you do for your last birthday? I had a superhero party. Yep, I had a superhero party. It was a get-together with a few of my closest friends, and I made people like the anonymous masks. I had full-on superhero, supervillain effects, decorations, cupcake decor, all of it. It was fun. Question 16. If you had one selfish wish, what would it be and why? I would want to bring back all of my babies. Just so I could hug them and snuggle them and love them and see them and touch them every day, all day. Yeah, that's what I would want. And finally, question 17. The last question of them all. Pivotal. What is it? Obviously it is. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be called and what would you look like? When I was a kid, I always wanted to be Bulbasaur when we played Pokemons together. Or Charmander. No, maybe I wanted to be, I don't remember what it's called, but like the next level up from a Charmander that had the wings. Yeah, I wanted to be the one with the wings. So like a hybrid of that Bulbamander with an additional like unicorn sprinkles on top. So I'd be Bulbamander Unicorn Cat. That sounds like me. Here to save the day, fight crime, and snuggle animals everywhere. Yay! If you like that video, then give it a like and share it with your friends and total strangers on the internet. Yes. If you're not a subscriber of mine, you should totally become one. Wouldn't that be fun? Yay! You can become a mustache, which is what I call my subscribers. You could become one by clicking the button. Well, actually, the most important thing is that you enjoy watching my videos and you want to watch more. So by subscribing, you're all notified of them. Click the subscribe button. Now, you might notice that around my face, I have a bunch of other things. You can click them where it says Strange Sundays, or audiobooks, or story time, or more Girl Talk Fridays. Magical things will happen.